Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
how much Puck can even do, right? Like if he's given all the farm and all the items. Lash is banned out. I feel like that opens up Storm as well for RUNA if they want to. Like Storm, I feel like a lot of teams have tried it recently, and then they got insta-hit by a Lash on the other side that just destroys the hero in the mid lane. Like he doesn't really have any catch, but it's like the gameplay around the Lash is a bit too difficult for you. However, if you are picking it into the Timber, I think that's fine because you also have a Puck and Lash banned out, like two of your greatest counters. I'd like to see that. If you cannot afford a Storm on your side because of some
basically.
already see a lot of teamfight combo. What don't they have? They don't have some reliable catch once again on the RUNA team, which is something that you can perhaps abuse. You also see the Mars, so you kind of have your built-in heroes ready, like your lifestealers and stuff. But they set up a Warlock. Is this like some Warlock Spectre or some stuff? Like, it's also an option. Warlock Sven, okay. Just stock standard Sven. He did get banned last game, I believe. So this time around, it gets picked up. I think it makes
10 seconds remaining.
Tiersa even juicier.
5 seconds remaining.
Like these heroes that build bash and attack fast are generally decent into Sven. Like Lifestealer isn't bad as well because of Ags. But all of these melee cores kind of suffer into Shadow Demon to an extent, you know, like you just get ulted, it's hard to move around the fight. I guess out of the two, if I had to pick out of the two, I'd probably go with... There's also a Troll, by the way, if you want to go that way.
Right.
Like,
Dire team back.
his stonks are rising, but first they go for the Storm that we talked about 15 minutes ago when it comes to this draft.
Now it's here. Looking to make a statement.
It's a really good Storm game. Just look at these heroes, like, what the hell are they doing to a Storm Spirit? Absolutely nothing. Like, if you have a decent lane, you ban out whatever you feel like is the worst for you. The thing is, like, you already banned these heroes out. Like, Puck is out, Lash is out, you know? Now they get through the first, they got, yeah, like... And Ursa and what else? Like Lifestealer or Troll? I feel like one of those two. Lifestealer may be even better now with the Storm in the game. Maybe Abaddon as well, you know, like these kind of heroes, like the stock standard ones. Monkey as well. Monkey is an option. Why is he an option? Like he brings you the arena, a lot of team fight, but most importantly, you are looking for a hero that can deal with the Timber Saw now. What is that hero that they're gonna ban out here? What do they think is the best into the Timber? And best for them in the game? TA. Okay.
Into that Ursa that you were wanting to see, so we still are yet to see the Ursa get a pick.
Radiant team.
Oh, Gyro. Okay.
Okay.
This is fine as well, right? Like a lot of mixed damage. You have the arena to set up for him. Not bad. I like the Gyro. I think with the Storm, you are forcing the Timber on offlane, most likely. And this should be a mid lane pickup for 1 win.
5
1 W.
seconds remaining.
Let's see what they go for here. Out of the spirits, there's like a void left remaining, which isn't that great. I don't think. Like, maybe there's a quap as well that you could go for. Brings you some extra burst damage as well. Is there something that we're missing, like some Quaspex Invoker or something like that?
We've seen some Invoker bans.
Huskar.
Sand King's available.
Yeah, he's the stock standard one. I think that's also definitely an option. He's not gonna do well in Storm though, but you do good. You just go with the quap.
Choose your hero.
I think I like the first 2 days looking at these teams, like most teams in Fissure Universe 7, maybe I had a lot of questions about how they feel about the meta, but I think I have a good read now on them. Like you can see that the heroes are more or less very predictable. Yeah, they just got a quap. Is it like the most perfect quap game? It's not, but it's a good matchup with the Storm. Down the line, you are susceptible to Yule Spear or to Disruptor ult as well, but overall, it's I think out of all the options, it was probably the best one.
Okay. Well, what are you thinking with Sven, Quap, Timber as the course for 1W, and Gyro, Storm, Mars? Who you like after game 1? Are you still gonna lean 1W, or is it, you know, RUNA's back?
When I look at the Storm, I still feel that this is a 3 Storm game. So I'm gonna go with 1W because I think they are a better team. After looking at game number 1, I think they are just maybe at the moment a little bit in a better shape and form. But when I look at the Storm Spirit, I still feel that this is like a game where he should roll out of control and he should be the actual carry. Like you have the Gyro to soak up some you know, just soak up some aggression, build some Ags BKB crit, stand there. Meanwhile, Storm can actually do the majority of the work comes late game.
Okay, so we'll have to see how it goes going into game number 2. See if RUNA are kind of on that same page that they were in game number 1, where they want to just fight, or if 1W, they're the ones who are going to take advantage of that aggression and turn it around. Especially with the way that we saw maybe the anti-mage play, but I don't think it'll be similar play where Gyro ends up getting run at in the same style that we saw this this anti-mage kind of get shut down.
It's a really strong lane, like Gyro plus Disruptor, even into the Timber. You know, like Timber. I think this is a lane where you can go for a couple of Rocket Barrage levels as well. Thunder Strike, Rocket Barrage. You can always glimpse the Timber if he tries to run. And most importantly, like you cannot leave the Timber on his own in that kind of a lane. Like you kind of have to help him with the support. 2 very backliney supports on 1 win as well. But they have 3 frontlining cores, so it's doable.
And now look at just see if there ends up being a fight for first blood. 2 bounty runes apiece, nothing crazy going on either side.
Yeah, Timber just broke the smoke on top and moved back, like he played it very carefully. You see what an aggressive dire ward this is, right next to his tier 1 tower on top as well. Probably just to make sure that they can get a couple of glimpses if they are... if they're punishing the Timber, they want to punish him to the end.
Would be pretty funny to get a couple of glimpses and a couple of these heroes back home or back to their lane if you want to play aggressive up towards top. If that ends up going down, we'll see how this goes, especially over mid. Nicky Cool not having the best first game. And he needs to be careful, you know, coming into game number 2 that he doesn't have really a repeat performance. But Queasy, there's a blood grenade down.
He's got a fairy fire.
Pretty low, but does have that fairy fire, like you mentioned.
Yeah, this lane is... I feel like any Warlock lane at this point is just dumb, you know? you're 9 out of 10 times you're just not winning versus this horde. This time around he started with Shadow Word. Usually I see even Fatal Bonds, but yeah, this is completely fine too.
Nothing going on at all just yet. Just kind of waiting to see how it all goes down.
Yeah, there's a lot of kill potential on both sides, I would say. Like, the bot lane is very fight heavy, top lane too. Sven is dropping low already, but there's a Shadow Word also. I feel like this bot lane is more of a who goes first dies kind of a deal, you know.
We'll say it's a little bit interesting that they were able to survive with the Shadow Word, but will they want to go back in? And that's the attempt here. Little Shredder Scatter Blast, and that will be first blood. At the same time, Nesfear gets a kill on to the Shadow Demon. They do get Alberca as a trade. Sane gets that and will give himself a big chunk of gold.
Yeah, it's just super fight heavy lanes on both sides. Like, they almost got the first blood on Shadow Demon, didn't happen, of course. Instead, it's on the bot lane. But as SD, generally a hero that plays this with Timber wants to, for the first couple of levels, creep skip, you know, maybe mess around the jungle a little bit. But as a Shadow Demon into Disruptor, that's not that easy to do. Mid lane so far, Quap, as expected, doing well. The lane is not a problem for her into Storm.
What's the clock going? 2-0-1. Depending on how this lane kind of continues, I wouldn't be surprised to see the 2-0-2. Damage and not really worried about having that blink, which probably leans more towards a 3-0-2 as well. Disruptor in trouble, trying to run from the Timber. Rocket Barrage, staying within the creeps though, making sure that some of that damage is soaked up. Eventually that timing runs out. Doesn't matter, they got the kill on the Disruptor. And you go look at Nicky Cool over mid. He is just sitting, getting lower and lower as this Shadow Strike continues to be a big issue for him.
It will be through the lane. The Storm pickup, you know, like, usually you don't worry too much about the co-op, not because of the lane, but because of the way the game is played afterwards, where you have some significant advantages. But so far, yeah, he's been having it rough. This is not a great start. 10 denies on co-op almost.
Ooh, Nesfear. Needing to be careful up in that top lane. He's got 2 tangos more to his name. He's got 2 charges on that wand. Meanwhile, Queasy getting 2 couriers down bottom.
Did he little shredder them? Bam, bam, bam. He did.
Disruption. I don't know what I'm at on the Timber Saw. He's got this Lotus now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Has some extra mana if he needs it. Yeah, taking a look at Nikki Cool is just being sent all the way back. And surprisingly, Squadix goes 2-1-2, so just go back for that blink. And Gyro under this tower, just not really able to feel safe at all. There's really a lot of pressure being put on by 1W again.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job between the SD and Timber on top. Like a really, really good job. I am a huge enjoyer of their combo that they're doing, like disruption into whirling that in the trees. And keep in mind that they have 2% based spells, like they have disseminate and they have whirling death. So like, you just find yourself losing. Maybe you don't even lose that much HP in normal terms, but the percentage base is too much. So they right click you a couple of times and you're losing 120 damage per right click. HP, I should say.
Let's get closer to 7 minutes. Squadix just has a free lane, by the way. Nothing that this storm can really do. You're back, misses the tree, but not looking like it's gonna matter.
Oh, the creeps.
That's rough. Rough and rude, honestly. And that all stems from the fact that he missed the trees. That's weird.
And the skellies got nerfed even. Like, those skellies are nerfed, but they still deal enough damage.
I was gonna
nice play.
Nerf him again.
Yeah. They are really protecting this Cartier on mid lane. They want to make sure that the tower is taken. Shadow Word as well on Quap. And that's so sad for the Storm, because that's exactly how much experience he needs for level 6. He just needed that Cartier and that's it. Instead he's gonna get gone on under the tier 2.
Yeah,
he might even die.
They've got Sonic Wave and they will land it, but gets to level 6 just in time.
Was very unfortunate up to that point, but a very fortunate level 6 thing right there to save him, move him out of the Sonic Wave.
Getting that level 6, saving his life, maybe even saving his game a little bit. Pop now, no Sonic Wave. Not sure it'll matter though, but towards bottom, Fatal Bonds maybe means Quap can find a way to help out and come into this fight. Do some heavy damage. Stormhammer, the spin is low, but there's the scream. They go to the Shadow Strike. They've got one, they might get two. This Mars is in pretty far, but has to run all the way back. Spear and Squadix, not a lot of mana, but he will end up still dying. And Alberca loses life. The Sweden Strong, who's got himself a double kill.
It was a cool idea to rotate the Gyro down bottom and try to make a move with your carry on their carry, but I feel like Gyro until level 6 truly isn't that guy. Some heroes are. Top lane though, Timber.
Back an attempt here, Nikki Cool coming over, Ball Lightning, and we need a little bit more. They've got the Vortex, the Cookie, and the kill, and this crew's gonna get the killing spree, so he's having a good game. Definitely somebody you want to excel out there.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, with this level 6 now, maybe you can even go down bottom through the Twin Gate once the arena is up and combo these two heroes, because Gyro, I just love the amount of damage that this hero deals early on just by spells, like even without any items. So you can combo that up, maybe free up the tower. On top lane, you're just gonna get murdered by Timber plus SD combo.
Yeah, it's not a fun combo to deal with. Really unfortunate overall.
They're going on him.
Disruption.
There you go.
And they're going to try and make a move. Chaotic Offering even laid down. All down used as Spear trying to heal through it all, but not going to have nearly enough damage or life to survive this.
Yeah, unfortunate for him, but it was also very I would say this kind of a move from OneWin was kind of telegraphed. That Gyro is gonna get gone on even before they all TP top. That's the time for you to move through the twin gates. The laning stage is over.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kind of felt expected. This is again kind of leaning the way
Radiant's bottom tower is under
towards
attack.
a 1W advantage at the midway point. They've really done well to just kind of solidify their foothold and sit comfortably in a lead. And you could sit comfortably in the
Radiant's
Saba
bottom
Center
tower is under
to
attack.
join us for the Fissure Playground event, October 31st to November 2nd in beautiful Serbia in Belgrade. Get your ticket by putting an exclamation point ticket into the chat. You can find single day or 3-day passes available.
Dire are scanning.
Triple S is doing his thing. The Twisted Chakram has himself top of the net worth.
Dire are scanning.
He's only 111. Top of the net worth.
Yep. So far he's having a really good game. He's buying a pipe first, so bringing some utility to his team, which is desperately needed.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Even I swear to you, like I see this snap and I just want to buy a pipe or glimmer, anything like that hero alone forces me into, if I'm a course on offlane, that is. But they are smoking up, maybe trying to punish him before he reaches that. Not really sure what the smoke is. Is this like a twin gate? I feel like you show the gyro and then you twin gate through with the smoke bottom lane though. Mars is gonna die.
America, yeah, Marzo. Oh, oh, for maybe a second he survives. They had more than enough the follow-up.
Dude, this is like a journey around the world, around the globe, by these two supports.
Dire's
The sequel
bottom
to that
tower
famous
is under
Daft Punk
attack.
song. Disruption, Nikki Cool, all lightning, but they do have chaotic offering. You need to be careful about how you place yourself into the static storm.
Low mana on Storm.
Now, Storm in some trouble. Stormhammer comes in. Sweet and Strong is going to be traded out for Nikki Cool. That's a trade they'll take any day of the week.
That's also without Mortimer's Kisses, like they just don't have the speed without it. And also even just fighting there kind of felt off, you know, like you're fighting for two supports. You don't see anyone else.
Radiant's bottom tower
Like
is
9
under
out of 10
attack.
times you will be punished. There's a tier 1 tower right next to it as well. And now this same Warlock is taking your stacks in the jungle with the Golem. One of the very, very nice things that this hero brings. And like an adaptation that a lot of players have made with the Golem. Oh, Glimpse.
One stack, kinetic fields. One going in.
And he's fine with this.
Dire's middle tower is under
He
attack.
literally took 2 hard camps and almost a full stack of Ancients, like a double stack. He's absolutely fine with this, even if he dies. He didn't really have to be there, like he could have moved back a bit sooner, but yeah. This is what it is. Blink Dagger on Mars completed, by the way.
Yeah, he got that kill and completed that Blink Dagger. He was happy.
I gotta say one thing about RUNA, like they struggle to find ways of making a play without that one crucial item, and that's something that's I think that OneWin are doing very well so far, making things happen out of nothing just by being in the right position at the right time. But maybe this is a good fight. Let's see. Blink on Mars.
Gotta find somebody.
A triangle would be good, like if you could find Sven, he's stacking for himself right now.
Then they go to the Queen of Pain. They've got the Static Storm. Lay that down and get an easy kill. I'm worried about maybe
Radiant
Pop
structures
getting
are
out, but with
fortified.
that Static Storm, that's not going to happen.
He was positioned.
He uses Haster to go grab the Shrine.
He was positioned nicely. Like that Queen of Pain was sitting behind the tier 1 tower, hiding in the trees for the longest time. So you can't really fault him for showing himself for a little second and breaking that smoke. It was either him or Sven that died. One of them was gonna fall.
I pick up Storm. Kushi gonna be picking up the Echo Saber, and he's got himself a level 10. Same amount of experience, and the Gyrocopter. Meanwhile, ooh,
Nice DP.
Gyro, by the way, we've seen it sometimes, but it's Gyro going
Radiant's bottom tower
into
is
the
under
Chrysalis
attack.
first.
Yeah, he went crit first. This isn't anything
Radiant's
new.
bottom tower
No, I know.
is
I'm just
falling.
saying, you know, sometimes we see that Ags, sometimes we see that Chrysalis. Although sometimes we see that Ags, and then Gyro's so far behind they don't even get that Chrysalis.
Yeah, the BKB is sometimes just necessary immediately after. I still feel that one win, even though they're only 1k ahead, they're finding a little bit more out of the map. They're chasing up top now. Disruptor is in a good position to break any aggression though. So Gyro should be safe, I think. And I love to see this, by the way. I love the way the Disruptor is playing. If you aren't making a move on the map, as a support, you just need to be a body for one of your cores.
See if they smoke up after clearing this creep wave. They're grouped over mid, but elected against it for now. They're grouped up over towards the top lane too here for the side of one win.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, both teams are in some status quo right now, just waiting for a couple of items. Both carries as well need that one big oomph item. Sven, actually, not only one, he's going for Echo Saber, but he needs like a blink BKB until he's truly ready to take action.
This is really good for the Gyro too, not forced into these bad fights or spots where he needs to be
Mars.
fighting, because he's going to go for the Ags and Burka. It's fine. You know, he's not forced into a BKB, and he's going to feel comfortable coming in with an Ags Chrysalis eventually. And if all things kind of stay the same, he'll be coming in with that BKB as well, and not that too far of a future.
Yeah, the BKBs are good. There are some BKB piercing abilities on the other side. Both ults on the supports go through BKBs, so
Double damage.
the mini stun is there, and the slow, of course, from Purge, from Demonic Purge is nice.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Thanks.
So gotta be careful. Oh.
They smoked for this on one win, and they didn't find anything over bottom. They didn't smoke for this on RUNA,
Dire's
but they still
bottom
don't find
tower
anything
has
because,
fallen.
unknown to
Radiant's
them,
middle tower
the team is
under
over
attack.
bottom, and Sven made the move towards bottom afterwards. He had moved into the outer parts of the jungle to make sure that he wasn't going to get caught.
Next time chat spams different languages to Purge, you know, gracias,
Dire's bottom tower
Purge,
is under attack.
spasiba Purge, Yaku Purge. You should put in
Radiant's top tower
some
is under
demonic
attack.
language into thank you Purge, you know, Ishwash Purge.
Look to go and get the kill on to...
He's out though.
Radiant's
It's a little
top
weird.
tower is under attack.
So no Arena. Booms back onto the timber. This Chakram's going to fly all the way back, and they just don't quite have the damage there or the control in that exchange. New Vags now available on the Gyrocopter. Now he's going to be looking towards getting this BKB, I would assume. And Sven closing in on that Blink Dagger. Things staying very quiet. It's been 7-7 for a while.
Just a lucky number 7 for both of these teams. Don't want to lose, but they are trying, and they might get a snap here down bottom.
Dire's
That's a
bottom
good kill.
tower is under attack.
Very deep that they had to run to get the snap kill, but they do get it in the end. Good lane.
He's very tanky with his Shadow Word, just not tanky enough with the extra health.
I wonder if he dropped the golem. Would that make Quap drop her circle as well? Because she's going in now anyway.
Moves the Disruptor, and I said it was 7-7 for the longest time. They heard me, and they get these kills around the map.
You know what the difference between game 1 and game 2 is? Like, when it comes to supports, there are no real playmaking supports. Like, these supports on both sides need someone to set things up for them. They need heroes to go in first. Like, on one side you have Warlock, Shadow Demon. Sure, disruption can sometimes be the driving force, but
Are scanning.
it truly isn't, you know, generally speaking. And on the other side, Glimpse, yes, but you need someone to go in. And cores on both sides are just like farming. They're chilling. There's a BKB on Mars, though, so this might be the inflection point.
Dire are scanning.
God's Strength was used, 20 minutes. They've got Torm to potentially do, but they've got the scan. They're going to smoke on the side of one win. Nicky Cool leading the charge, ball lining out of the back lines. Warner's Kisses, chaotic offering coming down. The BKB's going to be popping up more. Good arena. That's going to be around on 3. Static Storm inside the arena as well. But Nicky Cool, Stormhammer hits 2. It hit Sphere. He's not got a lot of life. He's not got anywhere to go. And they will lose him and the Storm. This goes horribly for RUNA. And that's going to be picking up a 3rd. That'll be a 4th till the end is gone. And Alberca, the only one who can run away.
Yeah, the stun, like you said, from Sven was really good. The pipe from Timber as well, saving them. The BKB, of course, from Cop. And you know what? One little thing, that's actually a really big thing, the Golem. It kind of broke Mars again. Like, he jumps in, BKBs, and he doesn't get that insta-arena. Even though the arena was all right after the pipe is used and the Sven is in a really good spot. You lied to me. You told me God's Strength was used, but he had it still. I guess that was literally the last right click with the God's Strength, by the way, that he got. And it was 2 hits because of the Echo Saber. Like 1 second later, and he's too late. He isn't bringing that damage. That's actually so clutch. It's crazy. This game sometimes, you know, sometimes Gaben just likes you. I feel like he sets things up for you.
Sometimes it do be like that. God's Strength is back up and available if they want to maybe follow the same approach and smoke and go. They're going to try and go for Alberca, but the Glimpse will send him back. You can follow all things Fissure Universe by putting an exclamation point after into the chat. If you follow us in the channel, you can follow us on all social medias, get more updates on everything Fissure, and continue to get more information about the future events. Try for more. Glimpse back, but the chase is still on. Manic Field is down. However, it's not going to matter. Timber Chain right across, killing the Disruptor, and it is God's Strength and the damage on the Storm. Nicky Cool just surviving.
Barely, but does live. Yeah, I hope that the same thing does not happen to RUNA that happened in the last game. After losing 1 or 2 fights, it broke them. It took them like 5 minutes until they found their composure to find right fights again. I don't think this game is over. Even with 7k difference, it's really not that much considering what heroes they've got. Storm going for BKB, Jaro going for BKB.
Dire are scanning.
I don't think, like, BKBs are important, but this game, like, you gotta find a way to control the Sven. That's one thing. And it's not that easy. They have 0 BKB piercing abilities.
Radiant are scanning.
Definitely the toughest spot. BKB piercing.
Yeah, they'll have to find a way to kill him before he kills them, basically. And to do that, I know it sounds silly, but you need to find him first. He's the target to go on. There's a Shadow Demon though with a save, a Golem as well. It will not be easy.
Yeah, I don't think it will be. And it all seems like it's formulating the same way. But like I said, it could be one fight away from being closer. Alberca is getting in trouble, and he is very dead.
I feel like we're just witnessing a repeat from game 1. After the game goes kinda poorly for them, it just goes all the way, and they just started getting picked off one after another. Mars now dying very deep on the mid lane. Not sure why so deep, but yeah.
Nobody theirs. If nobody Really looks to contest this. Nobody is. Gyro just continuing to farm here. Wave used. Static Storm comes down. Kinetic Field is there. They get the kill though under the Disruptor. Ball Lightning, BKB. Disruption used. Now Chaotic offering. BKB was caught by Nisphere. Gonna try and run in. They're gonna buy back here on the Disruptor. But what does he really have? Static Storm was already used. They get the Kona.
Arena.
He's gonna be off the mark. Squadix is able to leave. And now you're not really finding
Maybe the Timber?
results on Runa. They're gonna try and get Timber. He's pretty tanky though. Timber chain across. The rest of the team has kind of left him, so he's just ultimately dead.
Yeah, they abandoned him. Bob. Morty?
Oh,
wow. Yeah, he needed one more. The creeps gave vision. Like, he got a bit unfortunate on co-op when it comes to the creep positioning, so it gave vision to Morty, but yeah, wasn't good. The Disruptor buyback generally, I think, was alright. Because of the glimpse on Timber. They needed it. Like, without the glimpse, you probably don't even get the Timber kill. So overall, you know, this fight alleviates the pain a little bit for Runa. They got a couple of nice kills. They fought when the God Strength was down. And I would say they came out on top with that rate. The problem is God Strength will be up now. And Sven will also have level 20.
Still working with an Aegis for the next 3 minutes too.
Yeah, Aegis and the Harpoon now completed. There's like two ways of dealing with the Sven. One is killing him off immediately, and the other one is trying to kite him for as long as possible. Harpoon is gonna make that difficult. Top lane.
Call down. Maybe Harpoon.
I mean, yeah. What did you expect? Maybe they can catch him though.
Yeah, now he's got no BKB. This is fine. That's a good trade.
It's good Aegis.
Just the Aegis BKB, TP out, balling away, and that's going to be a dead Sven. But they want something more for the price. Can Sven catch up to anything? He does have Blink Dagger Harpoon, but everybody's going to be getting back towards the base.
Oh, Timber is going deep.
Even on the high ground, Timber really going for it. Sven's still back in the tier 2 tower. They go to the arena. It's going to be on the 2, but Alberca's going to be dead to the Sonic Wave. Nikki Kula now needs to leave. Sven still never came up forward with them either. He'd run out of God Strength and didn't want to chase that far.
Yeah, Timber is still just chilling. This hero is just fun. The trade was, what, 2 heroes for an Aegis? I don't think that was a very solid trade this time around.
Not at the end of the day, no.
No. The BKB is used on Sven, which is something, like a silver lining that you can... he's going to get, never mind. Another kill, and another one.
Yeah, make both supports. Should be the tier 2 here as well. Got the top tier 2, mid tier 2 is going to take a lot of damage, and One Win just starting to separate themselves in that lead.
When it comes to the itemization, one thing that I'm not really a big fan of is the BKB on Storm as the secondary item. I really think he needed to bring more firepower. Considering they have almost no catch, no reliable catch for Storm, I think he needed more.
What do you do now, down this much?
We're waiting for the Satanic on Gyro and one extra item that's gonna allow Storm to actually dish out some damage.
Hold on, but Gyro, he had such a kind of free opening of this game, and now it just doesn't feel like he has much availability at all. They're going to wrap around him back inch. Potentially Nisphere to start. Be forced to BKB, but I don't even know if he gets out on that one. And there's the one shot. And then looking for the kill. He just got the Satanic. It's not going to matter.
Yeah, he just had it, but no big ults as well used besides the GDS. Snap being a little bit too close. Sorry, Disruptor being a bit too close.
Radiant's top
one-shot
tower
him.
is under attack.
Yeah, he got cleaved. He died from the cleave. Gyro was being hit, which is kind of funny. Like, look at this. Yeah. Unfortunate. Storm is in.
Vortex, chaotic offering and the disruption.
Dire's
Yeah, a
bottom
bit of
tower
a
is under
both.
attack.
They're gonna try get the glimpse and get this kill on a Kasane. We're not there just yet, but they've still got this Queen of Pain. They finally get the kill on Kasane. It cost them the BKB. They dropped down the Static Storm, and Sven's gonna go in with the Harpoon. He gets the kill there onto the Disruptor again. Dip for 45 seconds. The jump forward for Nick Bull, and that will be a dead Storm Spirit. And with the Shadow Strike and the damage, do they have the Chakram for this? They're not gonna spot him.
Fight back.
Gyrocopter. Now they're gonna go Vortex. TP attempt out by this Queen of Pain, gets all the way back to base. So does the Timber. Sven's pushing mid, and Shadow Demon also gets out.
Dire's bottom
These BKB TPs out are illegal at this point. Like, they're just absolutely illegal. Nothing they can do about them. Maybe if Storm committed on the Quap, I feel like that was the kill. If they just blew her up with all the damage. Oh, that's a dieback.
That ain't it. That ain't it. Roach is up in a minute 20, so they're probably not going to end the game off that. But they have really solidified where they're at in this game. 14,000 net worth ahead.
It's just looking so much easier for them to execute. They're finding all the right targets. I feel like this Harpoon did some overtime for Sven. The opportunities were just given to him so many times in a row, where he just shows up, uses Harpoon on one of the supports. Backline he supports, by the way. This Snap and Disruptor, I feel like they need to be playing way more in the back.
Storm Smoke, they don't have Storm. I don't really know if you could take this. God's Strength on cooldown for 30, but that hasn't been stopping them.
There's a Hex.
The arena, the damage, all of a sudden, all right, they lost Queen of Pain, but they're going to lose the Disruptor again. And this is going to be a dead Snap. They'll look for more. They'll fight this in the face of this Gyrocopter who's trying to man fight this Sven, but it's not working out. But the Spear connects. Still not enough for the Timber in his face. They get an Sphere. He's gone for 75. 4 heroes are out of the game for the side of RUNA. They will now have the God Strength and the damage to kill this Mars full team wipe for 1 win.
It was a decent attempt with the Hex. The attempt was successful on Quap, but in the end, of course, it's not worth it. They couldn't just TP out, get out of the engagement. You are playing into a rock.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So yeah, in general, I think this might even be game. God's Strength is down for 50 more seconds, so maybe 1 win will be a bit more careful. We'll see this if discipline prevails or if they just push.
They don't really have to be, right? Like, Queen of Pain, when they're back with the Timber, is enough damage to circumvent waiting on God Strength, it seems.
It definitely is. I mean, this Timber on his own, we'll see it probably in the post